My name is Madam C.J. Walker. My gals call me Sarah Breedlove, but I don't favor that name too much. I was the firstborn child during the Emancipation Proclamation on December 23, 1867, near Delta, Louisiana.
Sarah Breedlove's parents, Minerva and Owen Breedlove, were enslaved.
By 1877, I was orphaned at 7 years old. My mama and daddy were enslaved before the Civil War. It's like they left me because they wanted me to be free. Who would have thought that I experienced the time of dead Reconstruction in the South?
Between 1874 and 1875, her mother died of chorea, and her father remarried but died shortly after.
I got myself a start by giving myself a start. Oh, golly. I married at 14 years old with Moses McWilliams. He was such a sweetheart. I knew in my heart that he would take care of me. My cruel brother-in-law. Ain't anything I ever seen before. He abused me. And I don't love him dearly anymore.
Sarah Breedlove becomes a widow in 1886 and moves to St. Louis with her older brothers. She worked as a washerwoman on $1.50 a day.
However, I became widowed when my young daughter, Lillian Walker. I want others to look at us and see that we care about ourselves but not about others. With racial tension in cases like Plessy versus Ferguson, Madam C.J. Walker evolutionized hair shops for colored people.
Madam C.J. Walker suffered from a scalp ailment. She decided to start her own African American hair care line and started it from $1.25. Madam C.J. Walker marries Charles Joseph Walker. He taught her about advertising and promote her business. He convinced her to go by Madam C.J. Walker. They traveled the country to promote her business while her daughter took over mail order business.
In 1908, Walker opened a factory and beauty school in Pittsburgh. In 1910, Walker transferred her business operation to Indianapolis, Indiana. Her manufacturing company became considerably successful with sales nearly totaling several $1 million. Her business was able to train beauticians in becoming Walker agents because of Walker's cleanliness and loveliness for representing African Americans in every which way. Many historians have said that Walker's plan to start a business was segregated by Jim Crow. White businesses were slow to respond to her developments in the making and nearly refused to help address African Americans' needs. However, people were quick to protest and form black-owned business movements between 1883 and 1913. It all seemed like I saw it, I liked it, I wanted it, and I got it, right? Well, I was not only married once, but for a total of 3 times. My second husband was John Davis, and my third was Charles Joseph Walker. These rings symbolized my mistake of being such a fool and falling for their well too quickly. Turns out that I created my own manufacturing business without their support anyway. Don't even get me started on Charles now. I regret traveling through most of the South and the Southeast to promote my own profits. When she returned back to Indianapolis, she donated a large amount of money toward the construction for the YMCA. In 1916, Walker continued to operate her business, becoming actively involved with social and political culture in the Harlem Renaissance.
In 1917 was the first convention for Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Culturists in Philadelphia. She stressed the significance of philanthropy and political activism.
There is no royal flower-strewn path to success. I ain't giving up until it's over. At 51 years of age, I am a fighter and a survivor of this era.
I plan to finish the building, the Walker building. And I ain't not gonna let any of my shortcomings stop me from doing what I love. Indianapolis is like a home to me. Just like in Harlem, where I live in a townhouse.
On May 25, 1919, however, Madam C.J. Walker passed away due to hypertension at only 51 years of age in Villa Lawaro. Her legacy is recognized in much of the world, especially by her daughter, Alelia Walker, who also became an important part of the Harlem Renaissance. I helped invent the world's first ever hair straightening formula and developed the idea of the hot comb. Not to mention that I am the first African American to be well known as a self-made millionaire by society. Oh, ain't it a blessing to be here? Take that, hypertension. Take that. In 1927, the Walker Building was fully constructed shortly after her death. In 1998 to the present, the U.S. Postal Service issued a stamp of Madam C.J. Walker as part of its Black Heritage Series. As a self-made millionaire, Madam C.J. Walker proved that any race or ethnicity and rich or poor individual could make a suitable living in the business industry. She also reminds us that if we continue to pursue our dreams, anything in life is honestly possible to achieve.
I am not ashamed of my past. I am not ashamed of my humble beginnings.